Okay, y'all, we just got done with the first one. It's 8:35, $80 yard right here. Y'all seen it before, I ain't gonna hook the camera. Probably won't be a lot of mowing footage today, so just FYI, man. I met my quota yesterday. So, yeah, it's Tuesday. No, it ain't Tuesday, it's Monday, damn. It's Monday, and we got quite a few. We're gonna do the route just like we would if Zach were out here. Zach's not out here today, well, because he wasn't responsible yesterday and letting me know he wasn't coming to work. So you can't ask me on Saturday for work and then on Sunday don't show up when I set up work, and then not be no consequences of that. But me and Francisco, we got a list. We got about 12 on here. We're gonna do the route just normal. So peace out. Okay, y'all. So we over here on the second one. I'm gonna show y'all a little something that the owner, she came out and she told me she'd give me $40 to cut all this stuff right here in that little bed right there. Y'all see that? Just that little bit right there. Now there's some woody stuff in there. I've cut it before, so I could do it with a weed eater. Yeah, I could, but I'm not. Nope, so not. We'll do it with a lawnmower. Show y'all how I do that. Yeah, that's lawnmower stuff right there, y'all. Two $20 bills to knock all this down. Yeah, y'all. There's a piece of plastic in there. Let me grab that. Let's see how quick the new mower can make Ray $40, y'all. Let's say less than a minute. So yeah, y'all, and just so you know, it's this mower, the brand new mower I just put in there. Now, do y'all think that hurt the mower? A lot of guys wouldn't put it in there because, well, they'd rather, you know, stand around with a weed eater and go through weed eater string and all that. So yeah, y'all heard it, saw it, and everything. So not a problem, y'all, not a problem. I want y'all to look at that clean cut. That's the Exmark that Francisco's on. It's got 2,500 hours on it. Y'all look at that, man. Isn't that nice? That's one pass. Yeah, y'all. A lot of it has to do with the type of grass, but that's pretty good, man. Okay, y'all. So y'all see this thick patch right here? It's pretty thick. So I'm gonna go through it with the deck on a, I guess it's a, what is that? That's a negative rake. I can't remember, but y'all see it's where the back of the deck is lower than the front of the deck. Okay, and then I'm gonna come back and put it on this setting right here where the back of the deck is higher. Okay, I'm gonna put y'all right here. All right, so the front of the deck is higher on this run. Okay, so the front of the deck is higher. I'm on a 2. 2 is kind of low. We'll do a 2.25 right here. Is that when it's on the setting where the front is higher than the back, it doesn't throw it as good. So this next one, I'm gonna put it on this setting right here where the back is higher than the front. Same height, but different rate. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see that, but y'all see it. So y'all see, man. I'm gonna go right through here again and let's see how good it throws the grass. It should throw the grass a lot better. I think it does. I can tell the difference. On the first one, it's a cleaner, crisper cut, right? Because the deck is going through there like that. So you're cutting the wet stuff off at the top, and then on the back side, you're getting the stragglers. So it's a cleaner cut, but it doesn't throw it as far. Now the other way, it's a good clean cut. Not quite as clean as the other way, but it throws it a lot further. And in wet grass, that's what you always want, if you ask me, is to be able to throw the grass the farthest. I'm gonna cut the rest of this on the setting where the back is higher than the front. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna change it up. We're gonna put it where the front is higher than the back. And for the rest of this little piece right over here, I don't know how good y'all can see right over here. I know I'm probably right in the way. So basically what you do here is you gotta put the deck all the way up, get that out of the way where it'll go all the way up. That's what I hate about those flaps. You just take a little of the tension off, pull this pin out and push it up. See that? Now, let's see how good we can get this. The camera's finna go dead, so I want to go on and get what I can get here. gonna cut this on a 2.25 and not leave clumps. But that's just how it is on wet grass. It's minimal though for what we're cutting off. So yeah, that's for all you haters, man. Hating on my Exmark, man. Top of the line, Doc. Top of the line. All right, here goes another mom and pop yard here. And y'all see it. Look how tall that shit is, man. This weather's just making this grass grow like crazy, y'all. See? Yeah, it's bad. But I'm gonna put y'all on time lapse, and I gotta cut it, man. I ain't got time to kick it. All right, y'all, so we got this one done. Francisco's blowing off. So that's what? That's 6 that we done. But you know, I really don't count the yards except for when they're on a list. Like I'll say, okay, we got, you know, 4 more to do or whatever. But when I'm planning the day, it's all about how much money each one generates. So we got one that we did was 90. The other one we did was 110 plus the 40 that I got for cutting that little area down. I mean, that was nothing. So 90 and 140, well 150, 110 and 40 is 150 plus the $90 was the first one. And then we just did 3 more. So we're headed to the 6th one now. And we got, what, 4 more to do. All right, y'all. That's right, man. 208, man. We did all the yards that we needed to do except for one. And we could actually go do it, but I'll just save it for when Zach comes back to work tomorrow. So at the end of the day, we did, I just want to look at it from a monetary standpoint, which is really, that's really all that freaking matters. So at the end of the day, we did everything that we would normally do on this route, right? With 2 trucks and, you know, me and 2 guys and the resources, fuel and everything in 2 trucks. And a lot of driving too. We did it all the properties except for $120 one. That's it. So if you break it down to math, I mean, and I mean, all we missed out on was $120 on. No, I take that back. We missed out on $200 worth of work. That's what we missed out on. An 80 and a 120. Now, if I had Zach out here, we would have done the 80 and the 120, but I would have had to pay him 120. So, and then fuel too. Oh, so. All right, man, that's a wrap, man, on today, man. I'm kind of tired though, man, you know. I ain't worked no harder than I normally do, which ain't hard. Not physically, anyway. We'll throw them on tomorrow's schedule and how to have a pretty solid week the rest of the week. So we got the $1 Million Street this week. Yeah, we got a lot. We got a pretty good bit to do, man. So we're just gonna try to push on through, man. Get on through this summer, man. We're about we're about halfway through the mowing season now. About, yeah, something like that. But down here where I'm at, y'all, we mow. I'm mowing grass to the end of October. So one thing about being down here in the South, the mowing season is, yeah, a long time. 8 months or so. And then you got, there's 9 or 10 months of straight lawn work per year. There's only about 2 months where there ain't nothing to do, you know. But if you got enough customers, the more customers you got, the more, you know, the more likelihood you can keep busy. And the longer you do this, the more you'll see. I've always been a big believer in having a lot of customers, and everybody's not like that, you know. But the more customers you got, the more likely you can have off-season work, you know. But the more customers you got, the more of a headache it is too during the season, because you got a lot of smaller properties that you're doing that, well, they don't pay that great. You don't get no extra work out of them and everything. But if you're going to be over in that neighborhood or that area doing, you know, $120 lawn, well, and you get a call that's close by for a $60 lawn that's going to be regular, then you gotta do it, man, you know, to me. And that's kind of how things have been built up for me, you know. That's why I got the mowers that I got, you know. Why don't you know, doing the smaller properties and all. I never, in the beginning, I never really got a lot of the smaller properties, you know. I kept getting these big properties. Why did I keep getting the big properties? I don't know. But as I look back on it now, I kind of do know. Because one thing about it, and people can say whatever they want to say, the bigger properties, ain't any Joe Schmo, Chuck, gonna run up on a big 3, 4, 5 acre property and be able to cut it and make money at it. He can cut it, but can he make money at it? See, anybody, and I'm not, you know, belittling nobody, but anybody can go cut the 1,500 square foot yard. You ain't even got to have a big mower or nothing and make money at it, as long as you can deal with, you know, the critiquing homeowner and blah blah blah. And once I realized that the bigger landowners are much more likely to keep you on, if you will, because they know that it's very difficult for them to cut their 3 or 4 acres, 5 acres, 10 acres. That once they find somebody, it ain't got to be perfect, but once they find somebody that can actually cut it and actually can has the equipment to cut it, and they're okay with the money, then finding somebody else to do the same thing, well, it ain't impossible, but it's a lot easier to find somebody to cut that $60 lawn right there than it is to cut this 8 acres over here. It is. I know I'm gonna have people say, oh no, it ain't, but it is. The big landowners are much more appreciative of the services. And a lot of times on the big landowners, you're more likely to get other work that are needed on the property, because, well, if you're in you know, Summer Grove neighborhood where there's little properties, and I'm not dogging people that do little properties, as I do them too. I mean, I've done them. I do them now, and I'll do them tomorrow, and I'll, you know. But I had rather not. You have to, because you got to, you know. But the bigger properties also afford you more work in the wintertime, because, well, they got big long gravel driveways. They got big, you know, wooded areas and stuff where trees fall, and you know, you pull up on a little bitty property like in some of the smaller residential areas, smaller properties, nice homes, Nice houses, beautiful yards, but they're just tiny. There's nothing to do outside of the lawn or, you know, the beds. I mean, it's just something to think about. And now, I didn't ploddingly fall into, you know, doing the big lawns. Those were just the properties that I got in the beginning, and I had to figure out a way to make money with them, because I couldn't make money with them, you know, with the 48-inch mowers, with you know, 44-inch mowers, and the homeowner mowers. I couldn't make money on them, but I kept getting them, and I'd be out there with 3 John Deere tractor mowers trying to make money, and I did okay. But by the time I got to my first big lawnmower, I already knew that I could make good money on this cut and that cut and this cut, you know, because I had already gotten some of the bigger properties. You know, it's just some things to think about when you're taking on work and trying to figure out what's your lane. You know, I didn't know what my lane was in the beginning. I have not one iota. I didn't have not a clue. I knew that my lane was I needed to make money to pay my bills. That was my lane. And, you know, those were the jobs that kept coming up. So another guy asked me, well, you know, you're doing all these big properties, you know, don't you think a 72-inch would be better? And I don't. Let me tell you why. If you look at a 72-inch mower, well, you're tying your hands a little bit, because a 72-inch mower has got, the deck is so wide, it's almost like it's got wings on it. And it just, I don't know, they dip down when you make turns and stuff. And the time that you save by having one versus a 60-inch is minimal. I mean, it really is, you know, because there are going to be some jobs that you can't even put the 72-inch on. But I don't have any that I can't put a 60-inch on. A 60-inch mower, or 61 or 60 whatever inch mower is by far, I said by far, the most best mower, bang for your buck and production, to me. You would think that I would want a 72. I don't, because they're a lot more difficult to navigate too. Like today, out of the 10 yards that we did, y'all saw a few of them. The only yard that a 72-inch would be worthy on is that first one where I showed y'all the rake on the mower thing. All the rest of them, oh, a 72-inch, you're not gonna want to do it on a 72-inch. Yesterday, those properties, I could have cut both of them with a 72-inch. But that's it, you know. To me, it's just not worthy of it when the mowers are costing $18,000. A 72-inch mower is harder to sell than a 60-inch. A 60-inch mower is the best. It's the best for what I do. You know, of course, you're not going to get in every back gate with a 60-inch mower, but you're certainly not going to get in that back gate with a 72 either. That's just my thinking on it, man. It's just not, you know, if I had a contract with the DOT where I'm cutting the side of an interstate or something like that, where I know that I'm going to be cutting this grass for the next 5 years, okay, it's worth it. Right? It's worth it. But if you got guys working for you too, a 72-inch creates a lot of challenges, man. You can tear some shit up with a 72-inch, man. When I've had like 3 of them over the years, and I never went out and bought a brand new one. I always just came up on them. Somebody had one, you know, or whatever. And I made money with them. But I never let the people that work for me run the 72-inch mowers. Never. Never. Because they're a lot more dangerous because of what I call the wingspan, man. But anyway, that's all I got for today, y'all. You guys have a blessed day. Drink plenty of fluid and go get that bread, y'all. I'll kick it.